Would you stay in a haunted hotel for the night?
Or a ship? Because we are. Come on, let's go.
All right, here's the deal. We're going on a cruise tomorrow, but tonight we're staying in a haunted hotel.
The Queen Mary is supposedly haunted.
So the big question is,
will we survive the night? Dun dun dun.
okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go on in. We are meeting Jason and Liz for dinner tonight. We get to show you our stateroom on board and then find out a little bit more about this paranormal stuff. See you inside. Catching a cruise out of Long Beach when you live 300 miles away means you need a hotel the night before. But this is LA and your budget hotels are $200 a night near the dock. So we figured we might as well splurge and finally stay on board the Queen Mary. We've only been talking about doing it for about 7 years. It was time.
We're starting off with an upgrade.
We are. We are moving to a deluxe room that's harbor view. I think we're going right down that hall. So cool.
Have a nice walk.
And there's A103.
Come on in.
I can't.
Get away.
These staterooms are so beautiful and full of vintage touches, but there are some modern ones too, like a TV and USB ports. Well, let's go see what our view is. What a pretty view of Long Beach. All right, so here's the restroom. Very vintage. Check out the handles. Oh my gosh. Just a little vintage there, including the light. Look at the base of that toilet. And yes, that's how you flush it. But it was the hot salt and cold salt that had me intrigued. Apparently, it was considered healthy to bathe in the salt water and then rinse with the fresh, like a spa treatment in your room. Okay, so super fun. We're here on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and they have a special sneak speakeasy that we can attend right after dinner. Now, we have to figure out the clue. And the clue is, not your average fiesta. This one's behind a hidden door. Join us tonight behind hidden door number 3. Now we get to try to find out where door number 3 is. Like a scene from The Shining, we could understand the haunted rumors. So not gonna lie, this is the coolest place. It really is. That view is incredible. So fun to share it with the old portholes that are bigger than I am. Like if I could open them, I could literally step right out. But just this setting with that, you know, the bar behind me. And we are on our way now to the observation bar, which is one of their most famous bars, to meet up with Liz and Jason and have a drink before dinner. See you there. There are many areas on ship where you can hang out and listen to the vintage music with these views. Before things got too busy, we both wanted to visit the little shop on the main level, just in case there were some fun souvenirs to take home. Hi. And yes, I bought the bag. There is a lot of fun stuff in this shop. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Such a Finding Nemo. That is so funny because you have to wash your hands. You have to wash your hands to get to the fish that's inside. That's hysterical. It's the kids' corner. I'm just a sucker for a good gift shop. But it was time to head up to the promenade level. This is where you will find the restaurants, more shops in case you didn't find what you were looking for on the main level, and even more areas filled with history and lots of, did you know, exhibits. This is also an entertainment level, including a wedding chapel. Yep, you can get married on the Queen Mary. And a game room. What's the game room where you can still watch the game? Oh, that's cool. There are several exhibits that allow you to see what passengers may have had for entertainment when this was crossing the seas. And of course, the observation bar where you can find lots of entertainment in the same place where Elizabeth Taylor, Clark Gable, and Bing Crosby hung out when they were passengers. On this day, due to Cinco de Mayo, there were spaces outside to hang out, including a bar, but we chose to sit inside where it was warmer. It really is just a beautiful spot to have a drink and enjoy the live entertainment. The menu is fun because of the names given to the truly delicious drinks like the Queen Colada or the Boiler Room Old Fashioned. Alright, so I found something out. Totally fun. First of all, let me tell you, Jason and Liz are here! Yay! For years and years, Walt Disney tried to buy the Disneyland Hotel. Wasn't successful. In 1988, the Disney Corporation was finally successful. And guess what they bought along with it? The Queen Mary. That was part of that purchase. And they were going to make an aquatic park over here for the longest time before they finally scrapped that plan. So that's right, Walt Disney was right here too.
Awesome.
Surprising history. All over the ship, you will see portraits of the Queen Mary's more famous passengers, like Ella Fitzgerald. We saw this one on our way to dinner at the Chelsea Chowder House restaurant. With a wide variety of fresh seafood, it was hard to decide on what to order first.
This is the tiniest little Tabasco that I've ever seen. It's awesome. Came with the oysters that Liz and I are going to split.
How haunted is haunted?
So, any of the areas where a lot of music might have been played are supposed to be very haunted as well.
Oh, really?
So
Yes.
including this one.
So we see a stage right here.
Stage.
It's going to assume that that's what the tour guide said, was any of the areas that have a lot of music history have been known to be a lot of haunting around there as well.
Okay, so now that we're in the right frame of mind for ghost hunting, the beautiful decor took on a whole new meaning.
So we're looking for the most haunted places on the ship, and we were told that it was Deck B. And we came from the restaurant down to Deck B, and it's so much colder on this floor than any other floor. Read into it what you want.
All over the ship, there are these little information signs talking about the hauntings. So much fun.
Are they alive?
I didn't know that it looked different.
One of the details that the tour guide did say because we are on what was the third class. And so when they actually were making this into modern rooms after the war, they actually had to cut down one of the walls and make 2 rooms together. Because the rooms on this floor had a communal bathroom that they shared, as opposed to having an individual bathroom. So obviously state law means that the hotels have to have their own separate bathrooms. So every room here, they just kind of walled up of everything, and they have that.
So why is B340 the most haunted room?
So B340, I don't remember why he said it was super haunted.
We'll find out in the speakeasy.
Yeah.
Let's go. We'll find out in the speakeasy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I said that
exactly
well.
what he said,
Well
but
said.
it's
Well
sort
spoken.
So you can see how much they lean into it. And we love it when they lean in. Why are these the stairs of death?
Stairs of death. These are a 45-degree angle, so as you can see, I'm standing. So on the high seas, that can very easily, if you're going over the crest of a wave, turn into a 90-degree angle, and it's very easy to fall off of that. So, one person did die.
Extra wine. You guys got it. Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so Kat knew the password. We were able to get into the speakeasy, and this is it. I don't know if you can see a whole lot. I mean, it's really dark in here. It's kind of a red light district, but the vibe is cool. And yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Party on. So I found out in here, in the speakeasy, there are 2 separate bars. And this might just be for tonight because it is Cinco de Mayo. So they have a dedicated margarita bar right there, serving margaritas only. And then around the corner over there, they have a full bar with a different drink menu. So we have not decided whether we're doing margaritas or not. Kat might do a margarita. I'm probably going to do something else. And then we'll go from there.
We took Jason and Liz back to our stateroom so they could see what one looks like and found this stunning view. Jason actually got a better shot. Just gorgeous. So here we are. It is after midnight and we're just calling it a night. We spent a lot of time with Jason and Liz and just got caught all up with the speakeasy and all of that. So we're gonna call it a night. We'll see you in the morning and we'll tell you about our evening and how much fun it was. See you then. Good morning from the Queen Mary.
Yeah, we partied a little bit last night. It was fun. I'm going to show you some pictures from the speakeasy and the time we had with Jason and Liz.
Right, but we're not going to tell you where the speakeasy is. But let's just throw this little hint at you. And now you're going to have to come and find out what that's all about on the Queen Mary. This is a continual event, activity that you can do. They have all sorts of themes here all the time. So totally fun. We had a great time.
We will be coming back to do the haunted tour.
Right.
We didn't have time because of traffic yesterday. So we didn't get out here in time to take the tour. So we will be coming back to do that.
Yeah, normally it takes us about 5 hours to get down here. It took almost 8. So, and that's just, you know, the whims of LA traffic and how things worked out. So we missed the tour by like half an hour. But Jason and Liz went on it. Here's A said that it was fantastic, that you do want to go on the tour. It's lots of fun. It's informative. And they just kept telling us all these fun little facts and stuff about it all night long as we would walk by stuff. But here's an extra little tip. If you see a sign around the Queen Mary that says it's a historical feature, chances are that's one of their haunted sections.
Yeah, that's true. That's what they said anyway. But anyway, so let's get our day started.
All
Today
right.
is cruise day, shove off day, or sail away day, whatever they call it.
Absolutely.
And come on.
We're gonna go grab some breakfast and show you a little bit more around this ship before we head over to the Carnival Cruise. We'll see you there.
Near the Promenade restaurant, there is a whole gallery of model ships that looks out over the harbor. In another room, we found a painting of the inside of the Queen Mary, and the model gallery has ship cutouts, so you can see the outsides and insides of several ships, including the Queen Mary. They are simply amazing.
Okay, breakfast at the Promenade Cafe gets you this view. Say hi, Yuri.
Good morning.
And they have a buffet.
They do? They have a buffet?
Who was our wonderful server? And breakfast here is, you know, typical breakfast fare, I would say. Let me show you the menu.
Simple but really good breakfast fare. After a lovely brunch where we spent most of our time watching the boats in the harbor, we found that we still had about 90 minutes to explore the ship and search for even more haunted encounters.
So if you wonder how close the Queen Mary is from the terminal, we are just off of the promenade on the outside hallways. There's terminal. You can just see the Carnival Cruise over there.
Because coffee.
Okay, so I'm gonna go check out the bow of the ship and show you the ship, the bow of the Queen Mary that we're still on, waiting to board the Carnival Forenzi. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but that's close enough. Let's check it out.
We really love ships and find the vintage ships to be just beautiful and fun to explore. It's definitely a huge perk and one of the reasons we keep coming back, so we can explore this ship even more. This trip also gave us this gorgeous view of the Carnival ship Firenze.
Old-timey British phone booth. So that was a little preview of the boat, or the ship, excuse me, the ship that we're going to be sailing on. So right now we're still killing time before we can get on there, and I'm going to go to the isolation ward exhibit. Now I'm not really sure what it is, but isolation ward kind of sounds like people that got sick were isolated, hence the name. So let's go check it out. I'm thinking it's one of the haunted places on the ship, but not sure because it didn't take the tour. But we're gonna go check it out and see what it's all about. Okay, here we are going into the isolation ward. Creepy factor is up. Let's check it out.
Speaking of the creepy factor, we found out about room B340. There are a few legends about murders and hauntings in this room, but the rumor is the legend of B340 was invented in the late 80s or early 90s by employees of the Walt Disney Company, which owned the hotel at the time. They say that a few cast members wanted to scare guests. That tracks. However, reports continue about haunted activity in that room to this day. Yep, you can book that room.
Capstan machinery. Okay. Here's a list of the passengers that died on board. And this is a list of the crew members who died on board. infirmary.
Okay, so what do you think? Would you stay overnight on this ship? Leave us a comment and let us know. We thought it was tons of fun.
Okay, so let's talk about the Queen Mary for a minute. Last night, Harry's right here. Say hi.
Hey.
So we're gonna kind of share this a little bit. Last night, the portholes had to stay open all night because it was cold. Sorry, other way around. It was hot.
Her brain is not working.
My brain's not still working, yeah, exactly. And I only had one drink last night, so what is that all about? Anyway,
I had all the drinks last night.
fess up.
I had all the drinks last night.
Yes, he did. And Jason egged him on. So, Jason, we're watching you. But it was very warm in the room, so we had to have that open. It's an old ship, so it's not like we've got AC, forced air, whatever. So it was very warm. But the weirdest thing was that old-fashioned bathtub. It was very strange. It like slid down the side and then had about room for like 1 foot, and then it went back up again. It was very weird. I've never seen a bathtub like that before. So be warned, things are very old and eccentric here. But some of the great stuff that we found out is if you take a Carnival Cruise, and yes, Harry's let it out the bag, we're taking a Carnival Cruise and we're gonna take you with us, is that they really kind of cater to you. Tell you some of the great stuff that they do.
Well, the first thing is that we can park the car, the rental here for the week as part of the package of staying here overnight. So we don't have to pay for external parking, and it's a lot cheaper when you do that. But we stayed at their, it's an expensive hotel here too, so you are paying for it one way or the other. But the convenience of being able to park the car, have our bags checked, and then take a golf cart or a shuttle over to the boat, to the Carnival, is very convenient. And so that worked out for us. Well, it seems to be working out. We're not there yet.
If you're having fun, please tap that thumbs up for us. It really helps.
Okay, so we got about 15 minutes before we head out to catch our, goober, golf cart goober, over to the, we're gonna catch our goober. I marked that right now. That's my new trademark thing. And so it's like a golf cart ride over to the ship's terminal, to the Carnival ship's terminal. But we realized we never actually told you guys about last night. The food was amazing at the Chelsea Chowder House. It is a splurge. I would say probably $50 a plate, easy. Maybe up to like $75 per person to eat in that particular restaurant, but it is their fine dining and it is really spectacular food. So I had the crab cakes and the clam chowder. Liz and Harry both started out with the oysters, and I'm gonna let him tell you about the oysters and his main entree.
So it was excellent. The oysters are a California oyster or a Pacific oyster, not very fishy. So people that are a little bit have an aversion to heavy oysters would probably could like these still. And then I had the scallops with the sauteed mushrooms for my entree, and it was fabulous. It really was good.
Jason had the rack of lamb, and he said that it was absolutely perfect. I don't think that there was an empty plate in the house afterwards. So although I have to say we did take a few leftovers because it is really big portions, but they are really, really good here. So if you want to come out for an elegant night out, you do not have to stay on the boat, you do not have to pay admission. Just make your reservations and check in at the front desk when you get here, and then you can explore the boat from there. All right, let's go catch a cruise.
It takes a little bit of time to retrieve your bags and arrange the ride, so make sure to put that in your schedule so you don't end up running late.
Okay, time to catch our goober, our golf cart Uber.
a huge line, but it's moving rather quickly, or so they say.
So this is the on time, and that's the early or late line. It fills up this whole center here, but we've been told it goes quickly.
Okay, it's official. We're on vacation. Hear the background music? I'm going to show you a little bit of the terminal. The first thing you have to do is get in line outside, and then you come inside for more lines, and you check all in. And now we're going to head into the actual ship.
Honestly, boarding is always the worst part of cruising for me. The crowds alone make me feel very claustrophobic. But at least this time it seemed super quick, even faster than the airport. And then we were inside this Italian-themed ship and on the way to our room.
But here we are. This is the our stateroom. I think it's we don't cruise a lot, so I don't know how big or how small this is. It seems comfortable. We do have a balcony.
So let's show you the balcony.
Which is nice.
Nice view of the Queen Mary out there.
But I think it's pretty standard fare. TV across from the bed. We do have a couch and a table, makeup area.
And now the chew test. How small is that bathroom?
The bathroom's a little tight, but I think that that's par for the course on a ship.
So not too bad.
I don't think I'll ever book a cruise without booking a balcony again.
Okay, so we finally got everything settled. The guest services, got our room, everything's all tied up. Sail away is about an hour from now, hour and a half. And we decided on Il Mercato, which is right above the Lido deck. It's on deck 11, a little less crowded than some of the other places. It's a little warm. We haven't got air flowing yet, but the food looks amazing. Let me show you. I got some Caesar salad, a sausage, a Cubano. Harry got our drinks. What'd you get?
Raspberry lemonade.
Raspberry lemonade. And he got a turkey sandwich. That looks pretty good too. Okay, as you can see, we can't talk.
Too loud.
Too loud, too noisy. We'll get you in a bit.
Sail away is always very loud, but at least we were on our way. We decided to get away from the Lido deck and see more of the ship before calling it a day.
So that's our DJ at the atrium bar. And that crowd of people over there waiting for the elevator. The smart elevators. The people don't know how to work them yet.
The smart elevators are confusing at first, but very simple once you learn how to work them. We preferred the quiet of our cabin and the views of the water from the balcony instead.
Okay, so that's it for us for today from the Carnival ship Firenze. Tomorrow we will be in Ensenada, but we are in full sail right now. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long day. They left a little bit early actually, so we are already underway before 4:30 in the afternoon. And we'll catch you tomorrow in Ensenada.
Yeah, in Ensenada.
That's right.
We'll
Okay.
leave you with some scenes of the sail away party, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.
Until then, everybody, take care, safe travels.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Join us next time when Harry heads out for an ATV tour in Ensenada, while I share what the ship is like when everyone else is in port. We love having you along with us on our adventures, and hope you will subscribe and keep following along. An easy and totally free way to support us further and make both us and YouTube happy is to check out some of our other videos. I'll drop a link to one right here. See you next time.